Hi, I'm Jamie, and today we will be talking about pronoun-antecedent agreement. So first, I'm going to tell you what a pronoun is. A pronoun is a word used to stand for a noun. An example would be, Lawrence gave his speech. Our pronoun is the word his that refers to Lawrence. Next is the antecedent. The antecedent is what the pronoun refers to. We must note that the pronoun must agree with the antecedent in number. An example would be, Lawrence and Carl gave their speeches. The pronoun there refers to Lawrence and Carl, which are two subjects. So, there are rules in pronoun-antecedent agreement, and there are 9 of them. Rule number 1 states that a phrase or clause between the subject and verb does not damage the number of the antecedent. An example would be, Lawrence's pile of books sits nicely on his bookshelf. The phrase of books does not change the number of our antecedent pile. Rule number 2 states that compound subjects joined by "and" take a plural referent. An example would be, Lawrence and Carl made their project. We use the pronoun there because there are two subjects, which is Lawrence and Carl. Rule number 3 states that when compound subjects are joined by or nor, the referent agrees with the nearest antecedent. An example would be, neither the professor nor the class did their jobs properly. We use the pronoun there because the nearest antecedent is plural. Rule number 4 states that collective nouns may be singular or plural, depending on its meaning. Examples would be, for singular, the army fought its enemies. For plural, the army of soldiers prepared their weapons. Rule number 5 states that titles of single entities take a singular referent. An example would be, the United States enjoys its freedom and democracy. Our pronoun its refers to the single entity, the United States. Rule number 6 states that plural form subjects with a singular meaning take a single referent. An example would be, the bad news has lost much of its sting after some time. Rule number 7 states that every or many a before a noun or a group of nouns requires a single referent. An example would be, every living thing thrives in its own habitat. Rule number 8 states that the phrase the number of is singular, while a number of is plural. Examples would be, for singular, the number of volunteers increases its ranks daily. For plural, a number of volunteers are offering their help. Rule number 9 states that singular indefinite pronoun antecedents take single referents, while plural indefinite pronoun antecedents do the opposite. Examples would be, for singular, each of the clerks does a great job around his or her office. For plural, both do a great job in the office. Rule number 9 also states that some indefinite pronouns modified by a prepositional phrase may be singular or plural. If the subject of the preposition is not countable, we take a singular referent. If it is countable, we take the opposite. Examples would be, for singular, some of the sugar fell out of its bag. For plural, all of the jewels have lost their glow. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye!